Hey, Snoop Parrot. Welcome. Good evening, Stephen. So nice to have you back. How are you doing? Hey, Sultan76. Hey, Elad Cohen. Welcome to the live, guys. How's everyone? Zaza, you have a new YouTube name. Meditating for hours. Oh, bet you feel great then. I mean, you might do. How do you feel? I shouldn't assume. But I'm hoping. Hey, string picking. Wagwan. I'm thinking about changing my handle, to be honest. Guys, can you hear the music on in the background? Zaza, we're just here, alive on Earth. Jehoth? I don't know. Jehothic? Rishta? It depends what your question is, my love. Krishna. You blind the blinds so we can't see the men behind the window. Exactly. I learnt my lesson from last time. Toasty. It's very smart of you. Where is everyone from today? Where is everyone coming from? If you're on the live, say hi in the chat. Welcome yourself. Introduce yourself. Newcastle, UK. Hi, Benjamin93. Hi, Philip Jones. Hey, Daddy. Snoop Parrot. GT Pans. Elad Cohen from Tel Aviv. Boba Frogo. Hey, guys. Annabelle Paulak. Hey, my love. Turan. Pandita. Mr. Nova 007. Martin Dundovic from Australia. Thank you, Turan. Stephen, I'm a spiritual coach. I teach meditation. I'm a business owner. Jazzy Muddin. Where are you from? I'm from England. Brian from Kenya. Hey. Northeast India. Ireland. How is everyone doing today? What's the overall vibe? Namaste, Sandeep. Can you suggest for control my sad emotions right now because I can't sleep? Do you know what I'm going to suggest is that we all do a meditation together because that's just what I feel like doing right now. So if you fancy it, guys, I invite you to join in. And you can do it with your eyes open or closed. I'm just going to do like a little 5-minute guided meditation just to set the vibe and the energy of the live. So that we come into this live in a calm space and also very connected with each other. When a group of people meditate together with the intention of, yeah, just meditating together, we actually connect energetically. So feel free to open your eyes or close your eyes. I like to do both. I'm probably going to close my eyes today. Find a comfortable spot. Just be where you are now. Just start by bringing your attention to your breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And we're just going to use our intention to extend the exhale a little bit longer than the inhale. As you exhale, feel your body relaxing, feel your muscles melting downwards, releasing. And if there's any uncomfortable emotions that are alive in your body right now, like sadness, anxiety, anything that is a little bit more difficult, challenging right now, I invite you to just use your breath to bring your conscious awareness into that feeling, wherever it is in your body. Just place your attention on it. Just take 3 deep breaths whilst you imagine that breath is going into that feeling. And just know that whilst we're doing this practice, it's completely normal for the feeling to intensify a little bit. Maybe we haven't given it any attention, or it starts to fully be felt, so it can feel a little bit stronger. Just know that when you put your attention on anything that is difficult, you allow it to live out its natural cycle, and so it starts to transmute and move into something else. Just making sure that you're not trying to change the feeling, you're completely in acceptance of whatever it is going on in your body right now. And something I like to do to allow this acceptance is to say to myself, say to the feeling, I'm completely here with you now. Almost like the feeling inside you is a child part of yourself that you are sending love and compassion into. I'm completely here with you now. And also imagine giving yourself an energetic hug, giving that part of yourself a hug. And also just know at any time if this becomes too difficult, you can always stop the process. Being aware that when we really do fully feel an emotion, it allows for space to disidentify with it, to move up into our higher self and have a relationship with the emotions that we feel in our bodies. A loving, compassionate relationship. Just taking a few more deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Just going to give you a little bit of time to keep feeling into your body. Making sure that you're slowing down those breaths. Keeping your attention on any emotions that arise, locating them in the body. When the mind starts to make noise, chat, you notice the memory of thoughts. Just bring your attention back to the breath, back into the body, out of the mind. Noticing the space in between thoughts. This is where our intuition lives. It's where our higher self lives. Knowing that any time that you come to the present moment, you're bringing more consciousness onto the planet, which is very much needed right now. Now taking one more deep breath in through the nose and letting it all go with a sigh. I'm going to bring this meditation to a close very shortly, but let's just take a couple more deep breaths together, setting the intention to connect with each other through this live. To bring more consciousness onto the planet through our conversations, to build community, conscious community. Just taking one more deep breath. Let it be the deepest breath that you've taken all day. Feel every cell inside your body as you breathe in. And then feel everything just melt and relax down as you breathe out. Now I invite you to just invite a little bit of movement into your body, whether that is in your hands, or your toes, or your neck, your shoulders, just starting to move. Come back into the room, and when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Just notice how you feel now compared to the beginning of the meditation. How's everyone feeling? Was there any difference in how you feel after the meditation? Did anything come up for you? Let me know in the chat. Of course you can, Martin. As long as you are conscious with your comments. Otherwise you might get removed. Yes, I have tried yoga. I actually have a yoga book here. I might read some from it because there's some parts in it that I really liked. Let's see. Okay, so this book is called Yoga Beyond Belief. by Ganga White. He's this guy that brought yoga over to the Western world. Apparently he's quite famous. There's some stuff in it that's really good, so if I can find it then I will. Yes, I am reading. I'm trying to find some part of this book that I found really interesting, so I can read it to you guys. It actually says in this book that, well, I don't know who said it, but someone said that meditation and yoga are one. Hmm. I don't have a link for the blinds. An insatiable appetite and energy for learning and a fresh inquiring mind are among life's greatest assets. This is why the concept of beginner's mind has been emphasized in the East. When we come to learn as a beginner, we are open, questioning, looking. When we approach a subject as an expert, we are more closed and fixed in the accumulated information we have gathered in the past experiences we have had. When you're an expert or experienced, when we know something, even a yoga posture, we tend to approach it mechanically from the past. We lose the freedom of discovery, the freedom of being fresh and new. As our journey in the unending process of learning and growing in wisdom progresses, we must endeavour to keep a fresh context, a fresh attitude, a beginner's mind. We must keep the content we acquire from hardening and clouding the context in which we hold information and experience. Our context, the ground of being with which we hold the information, should be kept open, flexible, and free. Love that. There is an ancient saying, he who knows knows not, and he who knows knows. Or he who knows doesn't say, and he who knows, and he who says doesn't know. One of the messages of this saying is that there is much more wisdom. There is much more to wisdom and understanding than mere knowledge and information. Knowledge and information are limited, as there is always room for growth and change. One who thinks he knows doesn't understand the limitation and has therefore a restricted perception. One who sees his or her own limitations and the limits of knowledge may actually see more clearly. The word intelligence, from intelligere, means to see between the lines. Intelligence is seeing between the hard lines of fixed information and knowledge, having the subtle, flexible perception that can see beyond the norm, beyond limited definition and formula. I once heard a very wise man discussing this concept and also what brings about a state of clear intelligence and penetrating perception. His inquiry revealed that the necessary ground for awakening intelligence is an open state of consciousness that begins with not knowing. Saying I don't know is the beginning of awakening intelligence. As this wise man was explaining this, he looked up at his questioner and said, "And you don't know either," pointing out that this type of seeing does not happen by looking to others to fill our void. The vulnerable state of humility, of saying, I really don't know, opens one to discovery. But we must also be vigilant not to allow ourselves to become susceptible to those who would like to fill us with their dogmas and doctrines. Hey, Selectrovert. Good to see you again. Oh, I've got pins and needles. The important thing is to never stop questioning. Questioning and doubt are important allies that guide us and push up and lead us to so many discoveries and insights. Questioning does not imply a lack of faith and devotion. It is faith and devotion operating at a different level. The faith that comes into being through direct perception. A jhana yogi sees the magic, mystery, and beauty of life and the operation of higher levels of intelligence. He or she aims to go beyond the faith that is the belief in the words and promises of doctrines and the assertion of others. A modern approach to jhana and bhakti yoga encourages devotion to more essential, higher principles of life rather than to sectarian religious deities. In this time of intensifying religious wars, we must constantly endeavor to understand and deprogram our consciousness from ritualistic and sectarian beliefs, however old and cherished, that divide us, and are, however old and cherished, that divide us and are the cause of so much killing and planetary degradation. We might better direct our devotion towards the great common denominators of higher perception, the great guiding principles of love, truth, common humanity, the sacredness of life and our planet, and the highest good of all. This is not just a secular humanist point of view, it is the essence of spirituality. Hmm. Jhana Yoga has been called the pathless path. It endeavors to free us from conditioning and the limitations of knowledge. It shows us that when we open our eyes and begin to see the beauty and sacredness around us, we have less need of techniques, rituals, or beliefs. An ancient yogic text, the Bhagavad Gita, says, "For one who has seen the infinite, all the sacred texts are as much use as a container of water in a place where there has been a flood." We need to end our illusion and delusion. This happens through the awakening of perception and watchfulness in our daily life. But imbalanced practice of jhana can lead to cynicism, excessive intellectualism, or dry mental self-indulgence. I'm feeling very quiet today, guys. I spent the last 11 days talking a lot. And so today I just wanted to come and just be present. Talk if I feel called to talk. If there's anything that I feel important to say. But I'm just honoring like how I feel. What is your biggest takeaway from these 11 days? I love that question. Thank you, Sultan. My biggest takeaway from the last 11 days is that when you take action on your intuitive guidance, you just never know what's going to happen. Like, I've connected with so many people from going live, which I was never planning to do. I've been saying yes to my intuitive nudges a lot quicker, and I've been making decisions a lot quicker before the mind gets involved and starts interfering with fearful beliefs. I've just been making the decision if it feels aligned, and it strengthened my intuition. I've also learned that I've strengthened my belief in that I don't have to force anything. The people that are meant to be in the space and show up will be there. And I trust that whatever comes in the moment is what is meant to come. Yes, Sultan. I think so. It's like you just, I don't know. Hey, Jack Devu. SSCC Cracker. SSC Cracker. I'm from England. John Doe. No one can prove God or Jesus is real. I really like connecting with Jesus, to be honest. I'm not Christian, but I love Jesus. Just the thought of Jesus sends loving vibrations through my body. One thing I read in a book is that you can, if you imagine Jesus hugging you or anyone that you're going to meet that day, so say you're going to you're going to see your friends, or you're going to a business meeting, or you're going to work, before you go there, imagine Jesus like lovingly hugging the people that you're going to be with, and it will shift your interactions with them. You're more likely to go into the situation with more love and compassion. So let's all imagine Jesus giving us a hug right now. Thank you, Jesus, for giving everyone in the live a hug. So Lecturer, are you for real? You're gonna propose today? Good luck. I'm sure it's gonna be amazing. Navani Thready? I'm so bad at reading these names. 4630. Pray for me and give me positive vibes and good energy. Everyone send Navini. Oh, I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Everyone send this person good energy. And remember that when you send good energy out, you feel it first. The more you do that, you become just like a walking ray of light. Your face is glowing like stainless steel. Oh my god, I love it. I'm from India, where are you? I'm from England! Roses are red, violets are blue. You are beautiful just as you. You too! Thank you. HWY. Why you beat? What food? I don't know what that means. Hello, Chinidu? 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 Which fruit do you like the most? My favorite fruit is mango. Mm. And strawberries. I like bananas. They give me lots of energy. But strawberries and mangoes are my absolute fave. Hello, Harim. Welcome to the chat. Thank you, my love. So are you. Chinidu. Chakra, when you say what are my night charges, are you talking about my spiritual coaching? Can you give me advice on how to get over my ex? Honestly, I would say don't try to rush the process because it's kind of like a grief. When we lose someone, it can be really challenging. And the best thing you can do is just feel out those feelings. And I'm sorry, I wish I could tell you something to do to get rid of it quicker because I know it's really uncomfortable and difficult, but trust me, when you really feel into the grief that is coming up or the whatever it is that's coming up, you will gain so much by doing that. You'll strengthen your consciousness by doing that. And try not to rush yourself. Have compassion for yourself. It's a difficult time. Hi from Bangladesh. Hi, little moon. What's this channel about? Buleth? Lawton? Okay, your name is kind of difficult for me to pronounce. This channel is about spirituality. I'm turning 30 this week, guys. But I would say technically I'm already 30 because I was in the womb for 9 months. I don't know what time my soul came into the womb, but my physical body was in the womb for 9 months, so technically I've been 30 for 9 months already. I feel like it. Midlife Chris. I like that name. What spiritual religious beliefs do you go with? I I don't know how to answer that. It's like I just believe that our internal state is the most important thing. And so the priority is always to increase my state of consciousness, how to feel energized after drawing energy with certain people. If If you feel drained after spending time with certain people, I think it's important to come back into your own center. That's how I do it anyway. I come back to being on my own for a little while, meditating or doing whatever helps you to recharge. I think everyone's different when it comes to recharging. I like to get in the sun, go be in nature if I can. Sometimes I like to just be in water. I love to, it helps me to relax, to be in water. And also, if you notice that certain people are draining your energy, you could maybe decrease the amount of time that you're spending with certain people if they are draining your energy a lot. Like, for example, if you would usually go to a party for like, I don't know, 6 hours, you could go for like two next time and then you won't feel as drained. Eating good food. Literally, anything that makes you feel more energized. Sometimes exercise for some people makes them feel more energized. Whatever your body needs right now. What does it need? Ask your body, what do you need right now? You might need to just lay on the sofa or lay in bed or watch a comedy show. I don't know. I'm just coming up with different things. You might need to do some art. You might need to just sit in a room in the dark and do nothing. Hey, Espinel, I'm good, thank you. Do you believe interracial dating has spiritual repercussions? No, I don't think so. Technically, we're all interracial, no, because we can't all be coming from the same lineage. It's a spectrum. Does manifestation, is manifestation real? I mean, everything you see has been manifested. Guys, I just hit 1K subscribers. Yay! Thank you for everyone that subscribed today. Helping me hit 1K. This is a big moment for me. I'll be manifesting that. Thank you. Are you looking for a king? I mean, I'm open to a king. Keeping my eyes peeled. Your forehead is brighter than my future. It does get shiny. Look, I got some shine. Welcome everybody. Look, if you're in the chat, if you're in the live, say hi, okay? Don't just be a ghost. Hey everybody. Hi Hushitard, eh? God, I'm so bad at aren't reading these names. Harish, Edit 777. Hello. Oh, the music finished. Let's start a new one. Instagram now lets you send automated. Can you show us your mean face? I don't know. Hey, James Roberts. What's the purpose of this live? The purpose of this live is connection. We're talking about random spiritual stuff mostly. I'm honestly like in one of those moods today, guys, where I was just like, oh, like a little bit like yesterday. Just like, I'm really going with the flow because I was really exhausted earlier. What do you do for your skincare? So I feel like it's such a holistic thing for me, you know? Because by the way, like I grew up with like a lot of spots for a long time and I'm very prone to spots, but my skin has gotten so much clearer in the last few years, especially since I started doing all my spiritual practices and really just making sure I'm in alignment in all areas of my life. Like I try to be in alignment in all areas of my life as much as I can. Meditation, I think, really helps my skin. James Roberts, you said who here meditates? You missed the meditation at the beginning of the live. We did one together. Tell us which type of meditation you will do. I like to try lots of different meditations and I want to learn lots more as well. Hey Maurizio Bellotto 9053. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Ink droplets. Are you vegan? I am, for the most part. Sometimes I eat. Like yesterday, I got someone a tin of biscuits for their birthday. And so they shared them with me. So I ate them, even though they weren't vegan. So I'm not like really strict, but it's, yeah. Well, welcome, James Roberts. I'm glad that you found the channel. I hope you're having a good time. Thank you, James. Appreciate it. Ink droplets. Are you vegan? Blue Wave Evelyn. What a beautiful woman. Ah, thanks, my love. Tell me something about yourself. I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of anything. Thank you. I'll join at the beginning next time and join in. Yes, James. I don't know Stray Kids, but someone already told me that I look like someone from Stray Kids. What kind of meditation do you do? I do lots of different types. I do breathing techniques, I do visualizations, and I mix them all into one. Like sometimes I'll do a really long meditation and I'll just follow my intuition of where I want to go with it. I'll do like 20 minutes of just stillness, clearing my mind, and then I'll go into a visualization, gratitude, just focusing on things I'm grateful for, just mindfulness throughout the day, movement meditations. I love a movement meditation. It's really good. Thank you, Ink Droplets, for your sub. I appreciate that. Stan, are you still here, my darling? What type of content creator are you? I guess I'm like a conscious one. I like to make conscious content, all about spirituality and personal growth, creativity, relationships, life, all that stuff. I only do breathing techniques. I'd love to learn what else there is to do. Well, James, keep your eyes peeled because I'm teaching meditation and doing manifestation ceremonies and stuff. I will be doing some anyway. I'm going to let you guys know when I'm actually doing that. I think on the new moon, I'm going to do a manifestation ceremony because it's a really good time. Oh my God, it got me excited just thinking about this because on the new moon, it's like the last new moon of the astrological year, and then we go into Aries. So it's literally the perfect time to reflect on the whole year that just went and then do a manifestation ceremony to call in what we're calling in for the next astrological year, which starts when Aries comes in. So I'll let you guys know when. Oh, well, it'll be on the new moon, but I'll let you guys know when I'm releasing tickets for it. Yaga, who would be your idol for meditation that inspires you? I don't know. That's a good question, but I wouldn't say I have one. Do you eat fish? No. I'm a Gemini. Is that bad? No. Every sign has its challenges, its gifts, and its shadows. So no sign is inherently bad. It's just whether you're expressing the traits at a high frequency or a low frequency. And we all do both at certain periods. Geminis love to talk though, which isn't a bad thing. I love to talk as well. But it can be a bad thing if you're not not a bad thing, but it can be like it can it can get in the way of connection if you're talking too much and not listening. How do I clean my spiritual energy? I've been feeling very low. To put in a way to describe it in your opinion. Thank you a lot, Jay Johnson. It's hard for me to answer that question, to be honest, without specifics. Like, I would want to go into more about what is going on in your life, what environments are you in? Like, is there something in your environment that is diminishing your energy, or people that you're spending time with, or are you needing to change your diet in some way? Do you need to exercise? Is your career draining you? There's something in your life that is out of alignment, and you need to go inwards and find out what that is. So my piece of advice, without knowing what your life is, what your lifestyle's like, and speaking to you properly, which I can do. If you want to go into it deeper, just email me. Because I have got a couple of spaces for next week for one-to-one sessions. But if I was to, I would say to go inwards and ask the part of you that's feeling low what it needs. You might get an answer and then take action on that answer. Like, if your intuition is saying, I need to eat more fruit, and then you don't eat more fruit, then you're never going to know if that's what it was. Hey, Red Devil News 345. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Thanks for coming back. Nice to see ya. I have one question for you about co-living culture. Is it good or bad from your view? What's co-living culture? $4.20. Meditate. Do some breathing techniques. As you meditate, self-preservation is for mental health. I'm good, thank you. I've been working on manifestation stuff. I've seen a few videos about it, and I'm praying a lot. Which cheese do you like? I don't eat cheese anymore. I used to love cheese, but I don't eat it. I've been feeling a lot of discord between last year and this year, trying to get my British passport without success. To make things worse, I just learned my dad had stage 4 cancers last month. Oh, thank you for sharing a lot, Jay. Sending you hugs right now. What is your opinions on political state of USA and how it is affecting the world? Also, how is it going to affect the future aspects of relationships with other countries? I don't know the answer to the second part of the question, but in my opinion, we all need to focus on our internal state. I think that's the most important thing that we could be doing. Which has a ripple effect to the rest of the world. That's why I put a lot of my time into speaking about spirituality and raising the consciousness of the collective, because I think that that is the thing that is most needed in order to shift the energy on the planet. It might sound woo woo, it might sound a bit weird, but I genuinely believe that that's the main priority. I believe that the conflict that we are seeing on the planet is a manifestation of our internal conflict. And so we have to start listening to all different parts of ourselves so that we can learn to understand each other as well. Which is the biggest miracle that happened from manifesting? I mean, I don't know. It's just, my whole life is just, I just thank God every day for everything that I get to experience, and from my choices, from my intention. I don't need too much, but I also feel like I have everything I need, which is a blessing and a miracle, and constantly meeting people that are just miracles. Betty, do you want to go for wee-wees? Do you want to go outside? Come on. Come. Also, one of the biggest miracles was healing my skin condition, which I believe I did very intentionally. It's a miracle, but it's also like makes sense. But I can't bother to talk about the whole story right now. So if you are interested, to go to my YouTube. I'd made 2 videos about it. It's so cool how that happened. I don't think it's that Trump's choice is our internal manifestation. I think it's what I mean is the fact that we've even got to this point where we allow for these leaders to be our leaders. And I know it probably sounds like we didn't personally allow it, but it's the collective consciousness allowing it. Like we choose into the way the system is by continuing to opt into it. We're so dependent on these powers. Like we really have to start, in my opinion, we really have to start finding ways to become independent from the elites, from these structures that are governing us, and we have to start being more dependent on each other as communities At the moment, we've become so independent from each other and so individual, but at the same time, in order to allow that to happen, we have become extremely dependent on the governments, the system. And so for us to be able to live in a way where we are not dependent on the government, not dependent on the elites, and we are more working together as communities, we have to shift our relationship to conflict. We have to be able to understand each other on a deeper level and not demonize each other's emotions, feelings, and beliefs, and all of this stuff. We have to start coming together as one, realizing how powerful we are when we do that. And just start shifting our choices each day, just a small thing each day. We're so conditioned to live how we live. Like, we're all doing to some level. I know obviously it's different in different parts of the world, but for the West, as for most part, I mean, I don't know. Be really careful with what we're taking in, consuming online, consuming on the TV, the radio. We have to be so conscious when we're taking this stuff in. Hey, Andrea Addison. Hey, Tim. Welcome back. It's good to have you here. Mohammed Hefnawa, Hefnawi 1153. Why are we always biased against the negative as if it's not real? Well, it could be the most realistic reaction, just we don't want to admit it. Yeah, we have to like really process everything that comes through us and then choose our actions after we have processed everything. But not use it, not react with it. That's the thing. There's a difference between like allowing, like when you see all this stuff that happens in the world, right? The wars and all of the attacks and stuff, like it makes me angry, it makes me really sad, and sometimes I have avoided that in the past. But when I don't avoid it and I really feel it and I like see, obviously I'm not consuming it all the time because otherwise I'd be in a really low vibration. I wouldn't be able to even chat about this stuff because I'd be too sad to do anything about it. But when I see it and I process it, then I'm able to say, okay, well, what can I do? Like, what is it? What do I personally think I could do in order to help in some way? And I pray and I ask God, like, please show me how I can be of service. And then I follow my intuition of the guidance that I get. And a lot of the time, that is trying to empower other people because I think if we're in a disempowered state, then we're not going to do anything. Evening, John Bachelor. I'm not in college, no. I'm only 30. Infant Gino, how are you? I'm good. How are you? Do you believe in Jesus? Yeah, I love Jesus. Alex, please support. Hit the like button. Everyone subscribe, guys. Thanks, Alex, for your support. Spartan, I didn't understand you. What did you not understand? The reason I came back is I subscribed to you. Well, thank you, guys. Today I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm so happy. Amy, seems like your mama is a chef. She really cook very sweet girl. That's funny. Michael, if you send comments like that, you know you're getting blocked straight away. Don't try me. Everyone hit the like button. Maybe we could reach 100 likes. We're kind of close. I'm from England. Where are you from? Infant Gino 7189. Did you ever consider straight bangs? I used to have them. I used to have like a fringe. And I don't ever want to do it again. I'm not a pastor, no. I'm just a Pisces. Major Pisces. And Capricorn a little bit. And Sag. What's everyone's star sign, guys? Let me know. I'd love to see what kind of energy we got here. Do you think religion sometimes is used as a tool to dehumanize others? Yes, unfortunately. I think it's used to disempower us, rob us of our divinity, which is so backwards. Which is why one of my intentions in my life is to remind people of their divinity. We have to realize, guys, our divine potential, our divine nature. We are literally a manifestation of the infinite source of love on the planet, of abundance. Just look around on this planet and see how much abundance there is. Just like go to the woods and see how many different plants there are, how many different types of trees there are, how many different mushrooms there are. It's abundance everywhere. What's been brought forth in your realm of consciousness as upon any projection to collective purpose? I don't know what that means, but I'm going to try and use my intuition to understand what you mean. What's been brought forth in your consciousness, okay, I get that, as upon any projection to collective purpose. Okay, are you asking me what do I think is the purpose of the collective? I like fringe cut hairstyle. According to chapter 4, verse 8 in Brotherhood Association, it says assets over liabilities. Here you are, seems an asset. Tim's a Pisces. Yeah, we knew this as well. You said this yesterday. Yes, Pisces gang. I'm British. How are you and your family? Oh, I'm well, and my family's well. Thank you so much for asking, my love. I'm a Libra. Amina. Did you celebrate Women's Day? Like, unintentionally, we did. Came on here and spoke about bloody feminine energy by accident. That was a beautiful synchronicity. Hi, sweet. You're such a sweet lady. Thanks, Aquino. Hi from India. Hi, my love. How many mushrooms you had today? None! But I low-key feel like I'm on mushrooms during Pisces season. It's such a... It's so palpable for me. I think because I have so much energy in Pisces, and then Pisces just makes me feel like very tapped in. So... it's so... Tim, was it not you that was on the live yesterday? Can all human beings get common mortality while individually have their faith? Or our mortality are derived from our religion differently? I don't know what that question means. Different shades of grey. Hey Greg 254, welcome. Where are you from? Hi Juju, Anna Rulu, Anna Ruluk. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. I'm from England. What about you? Hi Imran, I'm good. Morning, William Benson. I mean, it's evening here, but morning. Creative, Aisha, the self is immortal. Oh yeah, I agree. Did you come online every day? I like set myself the challenge to do a live every day for 30 days, and I think we're on day 12. I lose count of the days, to be honest. Morality. Did I? Okay, that makes more sense. I was reading it so wrong. Now I forgot the question completely. I'm so sorry. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Nice. Imran, first time chatting with someone online. Sandeep, hey! Today is day 1 plus 1. Happy Monday to you too, Matt. I got to go take a shower. Okay, Tim, you enjoy that shower. Can people connect with people who passed away? I mean, many people do. So, yeah, I assume so. I believe you can. Some people are just natural mediums. Why people focus on religion and God when God is more powerful than other things? You know, there's this guy called Matthias de Stefano, and I remember him saying once that some people are in this period of life in their journey where they need religion. Like it is serving them in some way. So everyone is on their own journey, and sometimes people need a little bit more structure, I guess. How to connect with passed away people? I don't know, Sultan. But if I ever find out, I'll let you know. Hey, Emerald Clothing, welcome. Hey, Cristiano Papa, welcome. Your eyebrows are very thin. Use eyeliner for thick eyebrows. My eyebrows are quite light right now. I'm quite happy with my brows though, but thank you for the suggestion. Hey Siobhan, I'm good. How are you? I'm not from. Oh, sorry guys. Sister, you look beautiful. Oh, thank you. Wrong side of the map. What side of the map is the wrong side of the map? This is a spiritual chat. We're just chatting about spiritual things, life. We're just hanging out, to be honest, and just seeing what comes through. It's a spontaneous gathering of souls on planet Earth through the digital realms. Very synchronistic that we all may show up here at the same time, don't you think? Is it possible to speak to you in privacy? Just send me an email. My email's in my description on YouTube, on my YouTube page. I'm benching 110 kgs. Yeah, go for it, honey. PW is love221. Samson, I'm not Australian, but I like your name. Very similar to mine. We did a nice meditation as a starter. Yeah, I loved the meditation. Sasotate. Thank you. Are you going to bed? Good night. I'm from England. I feel like I always say I'm from England. People must be like, we know, but then some people don't know, so. Happy Ronnie 6884. I'm good, thank you. How are you? Thanks, Samson. I'm good, Praveen. Kumar, how are you? Leonard? Thank you. I love you too. So my name is I'm mostly from India. Nice to meet you. And I hate almost everything about life. Oh, well, I send you a big hug. And I hope you feel it through the ethers. Happy Roni from Bangladesh. I don't have Snapchat. Have you done your dinner? Oh, no, and I forget to eat sometimes when I'm on live, but I'm gonna go soon and eat. So live from Kenya? Egerton, Peter. Thank you for sharing. Selectrovert from England. I'm not married, no. This is like the wrong hand for rings like that. I have a little infinity ring and a leaf. Well, I'm happy for now because we are the T20 champions, baby, but much love to Bethel. Who's Bethel? Can you tell us what conscious manifestation, what it is exactly, and how can we use it? Okay, I'm going to tell you what conscious manifestation is. So first of all, to understand what conscious manifestation is, I want to describe to you the fact that we are constantly manifesting. We are constantly manifesting through our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Source is constantly manifesting. You can just see it by looking around, watching nature. Everything's in motion, everything's constantly moving and manifesting. So when we consciously manifest, we start to take more control. We start to choose what we're manifesting instead of just being taken by the tides. We start to drive the ship. So we start to lift out of our conditioning and instead of reacting to life, we have more conscious choice of what we do. Zaza, thank you. Thank you for that. I will let you know if I need your help. Appreciate it. Being the captain of your own life, yes. You know, our subconscious is full of so many patterns that we're not aware of. And when we just go about our lives without directing our mind, we fall into this. We're basically a victim to our own patterns. We don't even know that we're playing out patterns. So when we start to consciously manifest, we locate ourselves inside the pattern, and then we break the pattern and we start to choose our own direction. And that's conscious manifestation, choosing your consequences instead of playing out patterns and experiencing consequences that you didn't consciously choose. How does one get started with it? Especially in my case, like my own, I have become really, really negative. I'm constantly calculating risk and not taking action. The way that I got started with it, and the way that I would advise anyone to get started with it, is to begin by starting to just practice presence, practice disidentification with your thoughts, with your emotions, not suppressing them, but being aware of them by bringing your attention to them, increasing the space in between thoughts, really becoming awake in the present moment. This is how you begin, because you have to be aware of patterns to start to shift them. So practice mindfulness techniques, practice anything that brings you into the present moment. I would advise reading The Power of Now, such a good book, or A New Earth. Different shades of grey. That is really true. How I manifest what I need using strong force in my consciousness. Bro, give me some hair tip. My hair is falling down. I mean, I would say it's probably going to sound really woo woo, but like I actually pray to my hair a lot. I say thank you. I always say, like, if I'm dealing with something, especially like when I had a really bad skin condition, I was, whilst I had the skin condition, saying thank you for the healing of my skin condition. And then like asking God to help me, to show me how to heal, asking myself what my body needs right now, and then listening to the answers that come and then acting on them. So for my skin, for example, when I had skin issues and I have dealt with like dandruff and stuff, it's like I will say, what do I need right now? And whether that is that I need to use some botana oil. Okay, if your hair is falling out, just one like thing you can actually do, practical advice, is try botana oil, because botana oil has lots and lots of minerals in it that are really good for growing hair. So you can massage it into your scalp once a week before you wash your head, and then leave it on overnight, and that can really help with hair growth. For me, it really helped with hair growth. I noticed when I started using botana oil, I get a lot of new growth in my hair. Like I had so much new growth in my hair when I started using. I had like these thick bits of hair. So make sure you get an actual real botana oil, because there's a lot of fakes out there. You can also put rosemary oil in your head, on your hair as well. You really want to focus on scalp health. That's what I prioritize, is making sure my scalp is healthy, praying whilst I'm doing my scalp routines, like really saying thank you, putting these intentions into my scalp, feeling the energy of the gratitude when I'm doing it. I'm like, thank you so much for my beautiful hair. And that's just like how you bring more of it to you. Say thank you, be grateful for what you want to manifest as if it's already happened. That's the biggest game changer. How to stop receding hairline? I'm not sure, Vibeesh. I'm sorry. Hi, friend. Hi, friend. Thanks, Alex. Top supporter. Different shades of grey. I asked you once a dream of a watermelon in a spider web. I still seeing my sleep paralysis, but not these days. It's that meaningful or just sleep paralysis random thing? I mean, sleep paralysis is usually means that you are becoming more conscious because you're becoming conscious that you're dreaming, or like you're waking up inside the dream. So yeah, I go through phases where I get sleep paralysis as well. How are you feeling when you're having sleep paralysis? Are you stressed? Are you feeling fearful? Hey Zane. Zane Enzo07. Thank you, my love. Hello, I'm from UK. DJ Mitch is my name. Well, welcome, DJ Mitch. Whereabouts in the UK are you from? Hey, Wackass. I can wake myself up from a dream. Weird or what? No, that's also, it's a sign that you are more like becoming more conscious in your waking life. We tend to have more lucid dreams, or we have more lucid dreams when we're actually more conscious in the day. So if you practice a lot of meditation or you're more present during the day, then you're more likely to wake up in the dream as well. Scotland, nice. Hi, Saya. Did God advise mushrooms? I mean, God created mushrooms, so I don't know. I feel like everything on this planet has its medicine and use for something, including every single one of us. I'm in my late teen, but I feel spiritual within myself. Ooh. Saksham, I love that for you. What's your star sign, Saksham? Do you know your birth chart? You need to sleep. I know. I will sleep soon. I'm gonna go in a minute. Thanks for reminding me. What's your name? Peter Godwin. My name's Amy. Different shades of grey. Did you do the dream interpretation I was telling you the other day? Did mushrooms help you? Yes. Mushrooms have helped me a lot. I love them. I was calling them in today, actually. Scorpio. Well, it makes sense that you've been feeling spiritual then. Scorpio has some spiritual energies. Water sign. I love brushing my hair. It's very therapeutic. Okay, Different Shades of Grey. There's a video that I would even recommend you is go to Till Swan's channel and go to the one where she's talking about how to interpret your dreams and then do what she says, because that's a game changer. Nice to meet you too, Sagir. Maricel 7473. Cancerian Leo. King of Android Games. Cancerian Leo. I love the way you said that. I'm a Piscean Sag with a bit of Capricorn as well. What should I practice to ground? Are you asking me what should you practice? You said during grounding. You mean you want to feel more grounded, right? Put your feet in the earth. There's lots of grounding meditations you can do as well. If you type in YouTube grounding meditations, you can find some. I'm not Christian. No, I'm not religious. Is lucid dreaming real? Yes, absolutely. Different Shades of Grey. It's Till Swan. TEALSWAN. Go to her channel. What do you study? I mean, I study spirituality all the time. I study subconscious reprogramming. I like to study. I like to learn about I like to learn about people's spiritual perspectives on religion. I like to learn about how to communicate better. I like to learn about business stuff, but it's not my favorite thing to learn about. I kind of just study it because I have to, or like I need to. And yeah, they're my favorite things to study. Yes, I'm from the UK. Masha, I have no idea. I'm sorry. Wait, Mashrafi. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your name. You study these topics and things from where? I mean, books, videos, podcasts, life. I like to study astrology as well. Do you believe in life after death, reincarnation? Yes. One of the things I love to do, guys, is watch near-death experience videos. Like, I highly recommend to go into YouTube and type in NDEs, type in near-death experiences, and start watching the videos, because there's so much proof out there that we live on after life. After death. Good night, Chinida. Chinidu. So you believe in astrology? Yeah. Once you start learning more and more and more about astrology, like, I can't deny it anymore. Recommend those books to us, please. Okay, first book I'm going to recommend to you is A Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. If you like to pray, there's this book by her as well, Illuminata, A Return to Prayer. Very good book. I also really do recommend Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. Sick book. This Penguin edition, Classics, is a good translation. What other books? The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle, The Three Beliefs of Ego by Aaron Abke. That's an amazing book, and it's actually quite new. It's very good. The Gene Keys by Richard Rudd. Amazing. Astrology, you can read The Missing Element by Deborah Silverman. It is an absolutely amazing foundational book to astrology. What else? Any fantasy books? I don't read fantasy books. Honestly, I just read spiritual books and anything to do with personal development. What's your view on astral projections? Well, you know what? What is my view? I don't really know. Do I have a view? I find it interesting. I definitely want to learn more. Which book is what, Alex? Hello, sister. I'm watching from Nagaland. Hey. Have you ever read Harry Potter? I think I read the first book, but not the whole book. I really don't like. I I find it hard to stay interested in storybooks. I don't know why. I just love reading non-fiction. I love to learn. I know you can learn from fiction books, but if I'm going to read, it's because I want to read something spiritual or yeah, I find all that very interesting. I like philosophy books. I also quite like autobiographies. Yeah, astral projection is very interesting. What do you think about Satanism? I don't know. How do you pass your time all day? I create things. I cook. I clean. I work. Speak to people. Go into nature. Dance. What oil are you applying in your hair? Botana oil. Do you have any interest in quantum physics? Yeah, I do, but I also find it sometimes difficult to really concentrate on like the sciencey explanations of things, even though as I've gotten older, I've gotten a bit better at doing it because I do think it's really important. And so I have read a couple of books that kind of go into quantum physics, but I've never like really gone into it deeply. But I do find it kind of interesting because it's connected with the subconscious and spiritual realms. How can we control the fear of the afterlife? What's going to happen with us? Even after becoming atheists and free thinkers, still we suffer from this fear because we are habituated. My biggest piece of advice, okay, I said this before to someone, the thing that has helped me become less scared of death, for one, psychedelics do help with that. If you're feeling called to do psychedelics, that could actually really help because I do think that it kind of deconstructs your perception of this reality and helps you to realize that it's the same with astral projection as well. Actually, I was watching the video Dan sent me today, and it was all about astral projection. They were talking about psychedelics as well, and how like these realms show you how we are kind of, I don't know how they explained it, but our reality is like, I don't know, it's some kind of construct that we kind of tap into or we're able to experience, but psychedelics and astral projection kind of take you out of that. And when you watch near-death experience videos, honestly, watch one near-death experience video a day. There are so many people talking about how they have died and come back to life, and they share their stories from the other side. It is so fascinating, you guys. All over the world, there are thousands of people, and probably tens of thousands of people, maybe even, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of people. There is hundreds of thousands of people that have had these experiences from the beginning of time, where they die, they shoot off out of their body, and then they experience the heaven realms, God, and then they come back to tell their story, and there is so many crossovers, so many themes that all of these people agree with, have similar themes, very connected to astral projection, very connected to psychedelics and past life regressions, all of that stuff. So there's so much link to show us, like, there's so much evidence to show us that actually the other side exists and that this is not all that there is. When I see most people are around, I feel dumb. Mind you, I'm fairly smart, but somehow I feel like most folks around me are naturals, as in naturally intelligent, and I have to overwork. One thing that comes to mind, right, when you say this, is that we all have our own unique way of expressing our intelligence. Like for me, for example, I am like really good at talking about all these spiritual concepts and stuff. I mean, relatively, some of you might think I'm not, but I enjoy doing it, and it's something that I grasp and that I understand. Whereas when it comes to something like scientific stuff or maths, it's like I'm not very smart when it comes to that stuff, you know? I would have to work harder to do that. Or if I wanted to be in some kind of analytical job, it would be really difficult for me. So if I was around loads of people that were really analytical, they'd probably think I was really stupid or I'd come across dumb because they don't speak my language. So maybe you're around people that are highlighting that part of you, but where in your life are you naturally? Um, like, is there some area in your life that you're naturally good at? There will be something, you know. We all have our own strengths, whether that is doing things that are more hands-on. You know, my dad used to say that he thought he was really dumb and he was really bad at school and he didn't get very good grades and he used to think he was stupid. And then now he's like one of the best carpenters. He's so good, and like he was always meant to do that kind of stuff, like creating things. So with his hands, and so it wasn't that he was dumb, it was just that he wasn't meant for the education system. So many of us are not meant for the education system. The way the education system is set up is not conducive to our unique expression of as human beings. We're so much more complex than how we're treated at school. And they don't really teach us to express our individual essence. So it's normal. It's like so many people feel stupid when they're at school and they're actually just they don't have the right environment. I'm a very logical person. I mean, I'm pragmatic and can't focus manifestations and dreams. How to convince yourself that it is powerful? Are you asking me how to convince yourself that it is powerful? What do you mean? Okay, guys, I'm gonna bring this live to an end at 9:30. Just a heads up. Do you like sea or hills? I do love a good hill. I love the sea, but I love greenery. I love like a big open space with a tree in the middle of it. And I love being in the hills, the mountains. I love the ocean, but I think part of me does love I love the mountains and I love big open spaces of nature and greenery. But the ocean's cool. How do you convince yourself that you're someone else? Why would you want to be someone else? Who do you want to be? That's what I would ask myself. Is like, okay, what does go into? There's these practices that you can do where you tap into your higher self, and so you can ask yourself questions like, what would my higher self, the version of me that is on the highest timeline, when I imagine myself to be the best version of myself, what would I be doing? And then watch it, like kind of let it play out to you like a TV show and see what that version of you is doing. Try and tap into it. I'm from seaside near equator, tropical region, wishing you to visit my place. Guys, we're at 91 likes. Can you help me get to 100, please? For the algorithm. It does help my channel. Do you love reading books? Alex, what do you like reading? Finn Taylor, you can't read. Can you listen to audiobooks? Because that's one of my favorite ways to take in the knowledge. Listening to the audiobooks. Rather listen to music, fair enough. What kind of music do you listen to? Okay, guys, I'm signing off soon. Should we say a little prayer before we go? Okay, let me plug you onto my stand so that I don't have to. Okay, thank you everyone, first of all, for joining the live today. I'm thinking about having a break tomorrow because I am a bit tired, but I might pop on for like 30 minutes, maybe to do a meditation. And we'll see. I'll see how I feel. If I've got lots of energy, then I'll come do the live again. But I mean, I'll come do chat again. But if not, we'll do some meditation, or I might skip it for tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how I feel. I'm just gonna literally leave it, but I would like to. We'll see how I feel. And so yeah, I'm just gonna end this live with a little prayer. So I invite you to close your eyes and take in the prayer if you want to. Dear God, Source, Universe, thank you so much for another beautiful day on Earth, another opportunity to connect with other humans, animals, plants, to experience the wonders, the mysteries of this realm, to ask questions, to explore, and enjoy. May everyone on this chat, this live, have a beautiful rest of the day, evening. Thank you for showing me how I can be of service in a way that is in harmony with my nature. Please help me to release anything that is keeping me stuck. Please help me to release anything that is stopping me from acting with love, sharing love on this planet. May you help me to be more conscious so that I can bring more love onto the planet. And yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. And so it is. Thank you for joining, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Namaste. Have a beautiful day. Bye, Dan. Thank you.